We are back. This is Bird Gang Sports, ATL. This is your Uncle Roro, and we are back to talk about them Birds after their final preseason game of the 2023 season. Today is August 26, 2003, and I was supposed to be at the Falcons practice today. But apparently, in Georgia, it is too damn hot today to have a practice outside. So, that being said, it's all good. We are here. The one to ask the big question: why did Arthur Smith not play the starters? Why did he not let Ritter get some more reps? Why did he not let our defense get some more reps? Well, I don't think we should speculate right now. Let's go to the horse's mouth and let's see what he said after in the post-game interview of the game on Thursday.
Everybody's got to do what they think's best for their own team and where they're at, and it doesn't matter. I mean, there's a lot of ways to look at it, Mike. But those young guys or guys that are out there fighting for roster spots, you should want to play against guys that we know are going to play on a high level on Sunday. And every team's different and where you're at, and you got to make decisions, what you think's best to get yourself ready for week one and evaluate and just where we're at and the way our schedule fell. After Monday, we had a couple guys nicked up, so it wasn't a regular season game. And so, do you want to do a mash-up unit, which you considered, and then ultimately say, hey, let's make sure that we're as healthy as we can be and give these other guys an opportunity. And so that helped make our decision.
Okay, Coach. Okay. So, basically, there was some injuries. He seemed like he didn't want to mix he didn't want to mix up the roster because of those injuries. And I really believe because of those injuries, he didn't even want to risk anybody else getting injured. So, and he was like, hey, I ain't even really going for that. But now we got to focus on Tuesday, August 29th at 4:30, because that's when he has to cut that 90-man roster down to the 53-man roster. He's already cut Jalen Mayfield and 3 other players, but we all knew that Jalen Mayfield wasn't going to make it. But I think the culture, the Dirty Bird Nation, the Atlanta Bird Gang, everybody is asking, why do you not play Ritter? Ritter need reps. The offense need reps. Well, let's go back to Coach because I don't like speculating. Here is an interview he just dropped today, and let's see what he says about why and what he thinks about Ritter and why he didn't play Ritter. Let's see what you're talking about.
Well, you're talking about a player that's had a ton of reps in college. He's actually played the position from where he was from his first start. Let's just go back when he got here, from his first mini camp to now. I mean, there's been daily improvement. We feel very confident in him, as we do a lot of those guys, a lot of those young players. I mean, those are different than Drake London, Kyle, guys that are still young with experience. We feel pretty good about where we're at overall, but very pleased with Dez. Yeah, I mean, look, every year you're going to do what you think's best for your team at that moment. If we would have changed my decision if I thought we would have had more guys in our 2 deep that were healthier going into Thursday night, yeah, I maybe would have changed our thought. And if I was really concerned about Dez, then he would have been out there. There's no perfect answer. You look at all the studies year in and year out. We needed to get live reps, joint practice. That's another subjective debate, but we felt pretty good there. So that you take it all in consideration. So then what were the decisions we have to make? And so when you hold some guys out, we end up holding 35 guys out. I'd say a handful of those guys they're not roster locks. They were just dealing with something. So then again, we get some of those guys back over this weekend. We anticipate having a couple more opportunities for them. So there's so many factors that you're weighing, and then you got to live with your decision. But if we felt that he wasn't, we felt that there was some perfect blueprint, and then we would have followed that. So we take it all into consideration, and we feel pretty good about where he's at.
So y'all heard it from the man himself. Coach said he got all the confidence in the world in Ritter. He's seen daily improvement. He's had 50 games he played in college. He's starting and playing football is nothing new. Plus all the off-season stuff. Plus the joint practices. So he feels comfortable. Coach is good. He said if he didn't think he was where he was supposed to be, he would be out there. So he seems quite confident that Ritter gonna be able to handle what he needs him to handle. Now the question is, we Falcons fans, we understand and we know that these dirty birds got real potential. I mean, they got real potential. We're not talking about no play. We're not talking about being delusional. We ain't the Dallas Cowboy fans where they think they're gonna win the Super Bowl every year. No, but we really think we're going to make some noise, and I really believe we're going to win NFC South. And I think there's other people outside of the culture that's starting to see the same things. Let's check it out. So I was watching the Rich Eisen show. On the Rich Eisen show, Rich Eisen asked Peter King a question about what teams are not being talked about. What team do he think that's really going to make some noise that nobody talks about? Let's see what he's talking about.
All right, so final week of preseason football. Give me the team we're not talking about enough. You know what the national conversation is right now, Peter, as well as anybody. The name of an NFL team that we are not talking about enough based on your reporting and going around the country. What do you have for me?
The Atlanta Falcons.
All right.
I think that from what I saw on my trip to Flowery Branch, I would just say there is no team currently in the NFL with as many weapons that can really do a lot of damage as this team. And I just think everybody is saying, hey, Bijan Robinson, oh my God. I had something in my column this week, Rich, about baseball players playing fantasy football. I went and interviewed Joe Musgrave the other day in San Diego at a Padres game.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that his buddy Jeff Bagwell picked Bijan Robinson third overall in his draft, the high roller draft. And I said, man, be careful. Arthur Smith has a lot of mouths to feed in Atlanta. And he's going to be good about getting a lot of them the ball. But he's not eliminating Cordero Patterson. He's not eliminating Kyle Pitts, who's had a great training camp. Tyler Algier, 1,000-yard rusher last year. Drake London, play inside or outside. This is a team with weapons. Listen, if Desmond Ridder is a B-minus quarterback, they got a heck of a chance to dethrone, everybody and go worse to first in the NFC South.
Yeah, see, Dirty Birds, there's a lot of people starting to take notice and realize that we got a hell of an offensive roster. I don't know what's going to happen with our defense, but our offensive roster, we got a 6'4" Matt Hollis. We got a 6'5" Drake London. We got a 6'6" Kyle Pitts. And we got the shiftiest running back in the league. We got Tyler Algier. We got Jonnu Smith. Bro, we got Cordell Patterson. Bro, that offense ain't nothing to play with. He said it's a lot of people got to eat in Atlanta, okay? And we gon', who we going to do all our eating on? Them raggedy ucks, them ain'ts. And I ain't came up with a slur for the Panthers yet, but I'm working on it. Hey, but man, check it out. I think he made my opinion. I really think he made the right decision by not playing Ridder. Did I want to see the start? I wanted to see the starters bad, and I did not want to look at that 24-0 thing, which I honestly think could have went a lot worse than it actually did, for real. So I'm glad we didn't just get totally blowed out. We didn't score anything, but after their starters got off the field, we didn't really give up much. We just was going up and down the field at that point. So that makes me feel good. DeMarco Hellum showing out. I got, you get to see Are we really gonna have some depth this year? And I think we've got a deep team. This is a hard to make team. It's not gonna be easy to make this Falcons team, and that's why I feel like he needed that game to look at the second and third string to really see who was gonna be able to, who he wanted to bring in the team, bring and actually make the team, and who he wants to cut. So, and I think these people a lot of the people that we're going to cut, they're going to go to other teams and be actual contributors on those teams. That's how good a team I really think we have. Hey, but that's all the time I got for today, man. Tell me what you think down there. You think we should have played Ritter? We should have played the starters? What you think? I mean, you think, regardless if they're going to get hurt or not, think we should have put them out there? Tell me what you think. And we can go have our back and forth down in the comments. Let's see what. Oh, don't forget to like and share and support your boy. Until next time, it's Bird Gang Sports, Uncle Roro.